Good day everyone, I am Trufi Clarice Abon Silao, a first-year nursing student from Southwestern University, FINMA. In this video, I will be defending my exercise prescription or workout plan using cardiovascular condition and muscular strengthening. So shown at the screen is my exercise prescription for cardiovascular conditioning. As you can see, the table has two columns. The left column shows its components or the FITT principle, which stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. While the second column is my target based on the FITT principles. So the first component is the frequency, which refers to the number of repetitions the activity is performed. So I am planning to do training in cardiovascular conditioning 3 times a week. The second component is the intensity. This refers to a subjective measure of how hard physical activity feels to you while doing it. Below are the subcomponents of the intensity. First is the resting heart rate. To get the target heart rate, it is necessary to get your resting heart rate first before doing the exercise. And for my resting heart rate, I got 90 beats per minute. Next is the heart rate reserve. I used the formula provided by our teacher and I got 64%. There's already a given formula to get the target heart rate. And as you can see in the table or the right column of the table, I calculated my heart rate at low and high intervals using the given formula. So I have here 161 beats per minute for the low interval and 125 beats per minute for the high interval. After finishing the resting part, let us proceed to the next component, which is the time or duration of the activity, which also refers to the length of time the activity is performed. Time has 3 subcomponents. This is the warm-up, stimulus, and cool-down. I decided to have 5 minutes of warm-up at a low interval since it is enough to increase my body's temperature. And for stimulus, I just added the total duration of all cycles excluding the warm-up and cool-down. My total duration is 45 minutes. It is 40 minutes of cycling and 5 minutes rest. And here, for my second exercise prescription, which is my muscular resistance training prescription. You can see my age and the goal, which is to increase my muscular strength and improve my body shape. And for the volume, I have chosen moderate intensity because that is all I could do for now. And for the frequency, I am planning to do this 3 times a week with the duration of 45 minutes, including the warm-up and cool-down stretches. I decided to have 3 warm-up stretches, which is the child's pose stretch, torso twist, and hip rotation. These warm-up exercises are done in 2 sets with 1 repetition for 30 seconds. Next is my chosen exercises for training program, which are the squat, plank, sit-up, bicycle crunches, burpees, and Russian twist. I chose this kind of exercises because I find it convenient to perform. Since I choose the moderate kind of intensity, the maximum number of repetition of this kind of training program is 6 to 12 with 1 to 2 minutes of rest. For moderate intensity, the load ranges from 67% to 85%. And down to the last part of the component is the cool down stretch. This is important to perform after doing the exercises to allow the recovery of our heart rate and blood pressure after the condition of the training. My cool down stretch is composed of 3 types of stretches that are good for 5 minutes that are done by 2 sets with 1 repetition. These are the child's pose standing, side reach, and tricep stretch. And that's it. Those are my exercise prescription for cardiovascular conditioning and muscular strengthening. Thank you.